Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Guardian Gang SMP. Today, we are finally doing it. We are terraforming the base. No more waiting, we're actually doing it. I start off kind of slow here because here's some news. It's not super important news, but it's news nonetheless. I got my wisdom teeth removed, and so I had surgery for that. And so I was doing this like a couple days after, and I still couldn't talk, so that's why you're getting a voiceover of Dani when her mouth doesn't hurt nearly as much. And so like I would play for like half an hour, and then I'd take a break because my mouth would hurt, and then I'd play some more, take a break, but then the play sessions got longer. You're gonna see the time lapses, the little clips of this are gonna get longer because I'm gonna feel better. And so yeah, that's all. You're gonna hear from me again after this, so enjoy. Okay, my friends, the top of the base is terraformed for the most part. It still needs some tiny little touches, mainly on the very top, but what I wanted and what I wanted to accomplish with terraforming the cliffs is to kind of get the shadow effect and the effect that the dirt is kind of hanging over, almost like it's some parts of it are about to fall almost, and then with the black stone and the smooth basalt creating that shadow effect, and then blending that in with the bits of cobblestone. And I think I did a good job. There were some parts that were a little bit harder, and that being this part, because we have this big hill here, and this hill is pretty big, and I didn't want to take it down, so I had to kind of work with the terrain and still have the effect that we have elsewhere. And hello, creeper. It's not that big of a deal. But I love how this works, and it, to compare it a little bit to some art, it almost kind of looks a little bit like line art, just a little bit, because of that black color. And so it does a great job at separating the surface to the actual base, which is underground. And speaking of underground, we have some other news, is that this is the first Guardian Gang SMP episode that is filmed entirely in 1.18. So if we press F3, or in 1.18.1, finally. And like, we've had an episode or two where parts of it have been recorded, so I didn't mention it because I wanted to really focus on 1.18 and some of the changes. And I'm gonna talk a little bit more before we actually go and do something, so sorry about that. I noticed they changed the texture of dark oak, of stripped dark oak, to match bedrock, because Java was a little bit quirky in its texture, I guess, and now it's a lot darker. And it still looks nice, but it doesn't match spruce. Oh, hello, no, go away, you're way too close for comfort. It doesn't match nearly as well as it used to. These colors used to go really well together, and they still do. They're just not as close as they were, and it looks kind of a little bit funky with the jungle wood, not gonna lie, and a little bit funky here with the spruce trimming. So what I might do, we'll see, is I might get a little bit of a texture pack that changes it to the old texture and use that just while I'm playing on the Guardian Gang. And I love the new one, don't get me wrong, and I just, this base was designed around the old one, and I want to have the old one while I'm in this world, but elsewhere I will definitely use the new texture. Oh, here's another part that looks a bit odd, a little bit funky. Our bulk storage Looks very odd with the spruce and the dark oak now, so yeah, I think I might try and find a texture pack that just changes that one thing. And okay, I've talked a lot. It is time to go take a look at 1.18. So, it's thankfully very easy to get down to bedrock. Or what used to be bedrock. In this, we just break a hole. And here we are. And this used to all be bedrock. Which is kind of cool that it's not anymore. There's two things. This is editing, Danny. I think that what you're about to see is very entertaining, but I get very distracted about like 10 million times. So it's gonna take me a long time to get to those two things. But just bear with me, please. I shouldn't be doing this. One thing I'm really tempted to do is, so you know how, someone's been down here? Who's been in my cave? I haven't been down here. I wanted to be the first one down here. Ooh. I know I don't have ownership over this, but this is underneath my base. Eek. Where are my torches? This is a mess. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go. I said go away. There's so many. I know that's entirely my fault. I did just jump down here without much thought to it. But who was down here? Who was underneath my base? The audacity. But yeah, this cave is huge. I technically already took a look at this cave system back when I was seeing how our world would behave with the new 1.18 update, back when the pre-releases were coming out, and I would update a backup of the world to see how everything worked. It's like, look at this cave. Oh, and it goes this way. Oh, dripstone. Oh, big witch. Nope. Oh gosh. I never even said what I wanted to do. There are two things I want to do. One of which we kind of just did, and that was explore the cave system underneath my base. And the second one is a lot more ambitious. So we'll see if we ever do it. It's not a building project. It's a grind project. It'd be a very big grind lapse if I ever do it. Back when I prepared to terraform my base, what I did was I just mined out down to what was bedrock. And what if I just did that again, but with the deep slate? It'd be a great way to get a very big supply of deep slate. So I don't have much deep slate, and so that could be a very good way to get deep slate at some point. If I ever do it, it'll definitely be in like a 30-second time lapse for you guys, because I wouldn't want to watch that for like 10 minutes. But there is one other thing that we have to check out. Megan might have already fixed it because we knew this was going to happen, but we need to go to the hole. Oh, I'm almost out of rockets again. Back when Rosamund and Megan killed me, I died from the void, and that was obviously before 1.18. It was like 6 months ago now, something crazy like that, and it was here, and we need to make sure that everything is okay with it. So for fun, I'm gonna go through this again. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Wait. Left. Yep. I can't read, guys. Hello, glow squid. Oh, it's so cool to see them spawning more often. They've been spawning in my base, and it's like my new favorite thing. To see them in my little ponds underneath. Okay, we're almost there. This is also going to be very dangerous. Let's see, did Megan fix it? Because there's water down there. But... oh, this was also very dangerous. There could have been a creeper behind me that could have blown me up and sent me into the void. So what's super nice is that I know that there is no bedrock down there. Is this a completely underwater cave? Do we really have to deal with... oh no! I didn't know it was this. There's still no bedrock. It's like, that's so scary. That is terrifying. I'm scared to be working here. But, I mean, here we are. Here we are, I guess. And when the water goes away, we just have to be really fast with our rocket. I'm gonna need a lot more deep slate. But I'm really happy that the bedrock didn't get, like, replaced down here. We didn't have to redo this. And I thank Hermitcraft for that. Because the developers definitely know what they're up to and definitely saw that they have this giant hole in the void. You know, their bottom hole. So I thank Hermitcraft for the developers thinking about that edge case. Last one theoretically, guys, although that looks... no, we're falling. We're falling. We're falling. We're falling. We're okay. I'm gonna watch it go all the way down. Not gonna lie, this void hole is so much scarier. The fact that you have to fall like 60 blocks before you actually start taking damage. Oh gosh, I can't even zoom in. I don't have Optifine. There's definitely some sort of... oh, I bet it's this. Dang it. I'm not going down. We're just doing this. We lived. And we were never here. We were never here, and let's get out of here before we fall and die. I've had enough of this place. Where's the exit? So in my intro, when I mentioned that I had gotten my wisdom teeth removed, and so I had that surgery thing, and so that's why I didn't do a talking intro like I normally do. It was just a voiceover one for when I actually felt like talking. There was some other stuff that I had done during all of that Minecraft, that period where I could play, but I didn't want to talk. And some of that happened over here. This portal goes over to our turtle sanctuary. And we haven't been here in a long time. But if we look over here, we have this very ugly raft in the ocean. This is what I call the pufferfish raft because of all the pufferfish heads. But Megan and Isabella call it the USS Gruntwork. I think you can guess why we called it Gruntwork. From these axolotls. And oh gosh, it took a lot. So we did the math and we were like, okay, it's a 1 in 1,200 chance, right? How many shulkers is that? How many axolotls do we need to breed? And it was something like 44, 45, somewhere around there, of shulker boxes of axolotls. Because Megan didn't want us to kill them. I don't know why some of them stack and other ones don't. But like, look at all of that. 30 shulker boxes. Plus that. Insane. But we did get a blue one. Let's see, is the original blue one still in here? Because Megan was the one who got the original one, and so she gets to keep him. Nope, looks like she took him. But I managed to get 2. And so this whole thing, it took about 2-3 days of just kind of brute forcing it whenever we were online. In total, I probably spent 6 hours just breeding axolotls, maybe. I know Megan spent more than that, and so I'm happy she was the one that got the original because she spent the most time doing it. Because I know Isabel and I, we had spent quite a bit of time beforehand doing it, but it was like low-key doing it. So yeah. So in a chest in the center of my base, I've kept these two, which are both blue ones. I kept them in there until I felt like I wanted to record, so I could record it with you guys. And a long time ago, back when I did my little axolotl area, I asked for name suggestions, and this is Doom Gaming suggested Snorlax for a blue one. And I remember, even though that video was like, what, 6 months ago? I remember. And we finally have one, and so we get to put one in here, and this area is still, it's so overgrown. But like, hello, you guys have a new friend. Hello, you guys have a new friend. It's still a baby. Look at it. Ah! It's a blue one. I'm so happy we have a blue one. Ooh, I do have a second one, a second blue one. I think I'm going to name the second blue one. I just don't know what to name it. So I'll still take suggestions, because a lot of times when I name something, I just look it up online. So if you still want to give me a suggestion, go ahead. I'll use it if I like it, if I don't come up with something on my own. But look at that. We're going to put that guy in there too. Actually, no, I'm going to put you back in the bucket. Because you guys all swim around so fast, and I don't want to accidentally hit the name tag on a named one. So yeah, we got blue axolotls. There are 2 more things I want to do to finish off this episode, and that is, you may have saw it in the time lapse, this giant thing and these giant things now. That is bamboo. And I forget what the sign says. You can pause it and read it. I don't care enough. But this one goes all the way over to build height. We're gonna slowly break these. And it's gonna be satisfying. We're saving the big one for last. Oh, that was kind of nice. I like the way they break from bottom to top. Gotcha. You sure did, Megan. You sure did. But this made me realize we don't have a bamboo farm, and we still don't have an amethyst farm. I might have an episode coming up where I just do some of those smaller farms to kind of fill out just kind of the missing areas on the server in terms of things we have automated and whatnot. Okay, it's a big one. It's a big one. Look up, there's the sign. Yep, I know there's a sign. And I know there's not one on the very top. So we don't have to worry about that. I already looked, but before I chop it down, let's fly at the top so we can get an idea of how big, what is it, 320? See, I landed on the bamboo, not the dirt block. Nope. Yeah, there's no sign up here, but I've recently been using sodium instead of Optifine to try it out, and one, because Optifine doesn't seem to be working with Optifine very well. And with it, I've downloaded the Bobby mod so I can have just this insane render distance, because with this being a server, it won't always do 32, but I can save the chunk data using the Bobby mod, and it can make it look like I actually have 32 chunk render distance. So like, look at this. I should have really brought my spyglass up here. Oh well, we're going old school. We got Rosamund's palace all the way over there. We can see it from my base. And of course we can also see my base elsewhere. We can see the community center and our brand new library. all the other stuff here. We can also see the PvP arena, and we can just barely see the manor in the background along with the dragon up above it. That looks amazing. And the Halloween district. You can see that. We can also see my old base and Alex's base and the path. You can just barely see the iron farm. And also just barely Isabella's base. Look at that. Oh, and of course the Guardian Gauntlet. And more dragons. More dragons. I love my dragons here on this. We're gonna jump down. Enable Elytra at the almost last second. And enjoy. And while that's going, this is going to be the end of the episode. I hope you liked the terraformed base. I can't even see it now. I can't. Okay. I could barely even see it. It's still coming. It's still coming. Okay. Okay, I think that's all. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of our terraformed area, and let me know what you were excited for 1.18. I've got plans, and I hope you're excited. And until then, I hope you have a good one, and I hope I will see you next time. Bye-bye.